Picking up the pieces of a past life, digging through the rubble with my hands tied, dodging all the bullets as your words fly. Finally got the courage to combat you, I ain't gun shy. Don't be mad that I made it to the top. Since when was this a competition? Tomorrow morning my whole Cadillac a flop. But that doesn't really change my mission. I know you probably had some hard days, but homie, the whole earth is a hard place. Would've hoped you weren't two-faced. Ride or die don't mean a thing when you say it on the good days. It's like coming to my home game, then leaving at halftime cause I'm down by 3. Then you go and run and take another seat as you jump for the enemy and lead the freaking cheer team. I'm not saying that I'm not thankful for high school causing trouble, nights starting scandals. Guess we ran into a full moon and even wolves werewolf. You've been flying off the handle, so vengeful, like Will Smith, you a handful. College slander, call it libel. This is slap in the face when I hear it, man, it ain't cool. I've been trying to reach out to you, homie, but my messages are going green lately. I don't really know what I did to deserve all of this, but you want it all out in the open, here it is. You remember that time when you didn't have a dime to your name, and you were too ashamed to ask for help, but I never let a bill go unpaid. I guess it's just how it goes. What happened to us only heaven knows. I always thought that it was highs and lows. Well, that's my fault, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just do a short straw. You find out who's loyal when you look around, when you're going through something. When relationship means more than just showing up, when you gotta put the work in, they stop showing love. Easier to say you got someone than to sacrifice. Easier to say you love someone than to act on it. Easier to say you want the best for me than to watch me grow out here and get ahead. Easier to say you'll share my burdens than to carry them. Easier to say you'd kill for me than to bury them. I don't really even need anybody, I don't really even need anybody anymore. Looking at me like I'm not out of it, feeling like I'm on a whole other team. I'm counting scores. I don't really even trust anybody, I don't really even trust anybody anymore. Kinda wonder if you cut, do you bleed, or are you just sucking life out of me? Tell me, I don't really even need anybody, I don't really even need anybody anymore. Looking at me like I'm not out of it, feeling like I'm on a whole other team. Counting scores. I don't really even trust anybody, I don't really even trust anybody anymore. Kinda wonder if you cut, do you bleed, or are you just sucking life out of me? Real problems expose fake people, cause at the end of it, you don't really lose friends. You just find out who didn't have your back in the first place. Cause you know the real bonds grow in the worst days, in the worst ways. This is a prime example of how people treat you when you go against the grain. But honestly, I don't even hold it against you. I used to feel the same, but these days I don't really